Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I am here with a little bit of thoughts from my library, but the main theme is going to be my participation in the Booktube Prize for 2022. In particular, I'm going to be talking about judging the Octafinals. I judged Nonfiction Group C for the Octafinals. Unfortunately, this is going to be the only round that I judge this year. I wanted to judge all 4 rounds and at least once in all 3 categories, but there's just so much going on between restructuring the Literary Gladiators channel, wanting to engage in my own independent reading, since we just finished filming the last of the general discussions on our channel, and also looking to spend time with family and friends, because I want to be able to catch up with them, and things are going a little bit challenging as far as family is concerned, primarily when it comes to health, not friction. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the 6 books that I read, and I'm going to share with you my rankings that I submitted to the Booktube Prize. The first book from a Nonfiction Group C was A Swim in a Pond in the Rain by George Saunders. I read and discussed The Semplica Girl Diaries by George Saunders, and I own collections of his short stories. I would like to read Lincoln in the Bardo as well, but A Swim in the Pond in the Rain is a work of nonfiction that pertains to his masterclass on the Russian short story and how he connects that with life. I thought it was a very rich piece. It got a little bit dense at times because of its subject matter, but I was very engaged with the short stories that he selected, how he really was immersed in the stories, how it connects to humanity, his knowledge that he put forth when it came to the backgrounds of Chekhov, Tolstoy, Turgenev, and Gogol. And I think I'd like to see more writers and more instructors do something of this nature, where they create a masterclass on a designated subject. You don't have to be a high-profile figure or celebrity. As long as your subject matter is engaging, that's what matters most. Next book was In the Weeds by Tom Vitale, which has to do with his experiences of being the producer of Anthony Bourdain's shows, in particular No Reservations and Parts Unknown, and how they made their way into some of the most intense places, such as Burma, right after it was shut down for tourism. They were in Libya right after they were in Libya at the height of the conflicts going on with Gaddafi, and Anthony Bourdain really immersed himself with his travels, and Vitale talks about having a front row seat to all of that, and Anthony Bourdain was such an eccentric individual, and it's only capitalized more in this particular book. I thought that it was very engaging to learn about their expeditions, and especially what took place behind the scenes. If only his crew from behind the scenes and him were interacting with one another, that would make a show unto itself. Next, I read All In by Billie Jean King. And This is her autobiography where she talks about just everything that took place in her life, be it her days playing tennis, as well as her activism as far as feminism and coming out as a lesbian is concerned, and speaking out on what she believes in and what she feels is right. And I think she does quite a nice job clarifying what she believes is the right way to live your life and recognize others. She identifies as an egalitarian feminist, which means that equal is equal and not equal is superior, which is a major concern that people have when they do not identify as feminist, because that's more of the separatist argument. But I really liked the authenticity that was in this piece. I think that Billie Jean King was very engaging. She was very honest, and I liked all of the details that she incorporated into this piece, and she even has statistical information about her performances in the back of the book. Next, I read The Good Girls by Sonia Faleiro, and what really caught my attention with this is the structure of this piece. This has to do with the disappearances of two girls named Padma and Layli, but because of particular laws in India, they have to change the names. But the structure of this piece, it really reads like it is a fictional narrative, like a novel. But the thing to keep in mind is this is something that truly happened. Taking the details and then structuring it, which does take a great deal of effort. One of my gripes, though, with this is that there are a lot of footnotes in here, and you have to go to the back of the book in order to look at those footnotes. That can get irritating. Then I read The Irish Assassins by Julie Kavanagh, which pertains to a stabbing that took place in Dublin in 1882, and conspiracies that connected the American people that supported Irish independence. But I thought that this was engaging as far as the details about 19th century Ireland is concerned and the people that inhabited it. Finally, I read The Right to Sex by Amia Srinivasan, which this is an interesting account, very much like kind of comes off like a gender studies class, and it's sorted into small essays that will touch upon different topics, which it's interesting how it's organized and sorted. It really... I see a lot of the arguments that are made often when it comes to 21st century feminism and the arguments that are made, but she examines different areas too, be it the more specific details as far as accusations on rape is concerned, and who is feminism really benefiting as far as race is concerned, and how that contributes to a third wave. The aspect of race, nationality, background, and it also brings up the impact that porn has had on it, on this. So, as for my rankings, in 6th I ranked The Good Girls. In 5th place, The Right to Sex. In 4th place, The Irish Assassins. In 3rd place, In the Weeds. In 2nd place, A Swim in a Pond in the Rain. And my 1st place ranking is for All In by Billie Jean King. And All In is my very first 5-star review for the year. Hopefully we have plenty of more 5-star reviews. Swim in a Pond in the Rain and In the Weeds were 4-star. Irish Assassins I have at 3.5. And The Right to Sex and The Good Girls I have at 3. While we were here talking about my thoughts from my library, I also wanted to answer a concern that someone had about how are things going to go with the channel going forward as far as the restructure is concerned, and being able to explain this in video format. I made mention to it in a few statuses in the community, and I also filmed videos announcing the restructure and talking about the progress of the restructure. But to lay it out clearer, the one thing to note is that we will not be doing general discussions, which means that the panels that are labeled episode such and such, insert the title by insert the writer. It has gotten to the point where being able to put together a set panel, being able to get everybody together at the same time to go over the same work has become increasingly difficult. The events that took place in 2020 didn't help matters, but it really started to become very evident, mainly beginning in Season 14. It was Season 13 when I made the decision that we were going to restructure the channel and that Season 14 would be the last, but I think that filming Season 14, I've realized that it was the right decision to restructure and discontinue the general discussions in the format that you would see in the episode format, whatever number title. However, what we will be having on our channel are individual videos from individual contributors. We have a great team of 24 contributors, and there will be videos going up frequently. And we hope that we have videos that any given person would be able to enjoy. So if my videos may not interest you, maybe another contributor's videos may interest you. And then we will have some group videos, but they're going to be more casual in their format. The way that sessions work for the general discussions is that the people that were slated to take part in the discussions would attend. And then we would film discussions. We would film discussions throughout the day, and you would have to be there for your discussions and stay for as long as your discussions were going on. And then we'd eat, we'd engage in alternate conversations. But the difference now is going to be when we do group videos, they're going to be more casual in their format. Anybody can attend whichever session works for them. And there will be no set panels. It's just if you're here and you want to take part in a designated video, then you're free to do so. We plan to do miscellaneous discussions on miscellaneous topics. We plan to do group tag videos. We plan to do, each of the sessions we're probably going to do what have we been reading. We'll be doing some activities, and we also plan to do one game per session. But that's going to be pretty much what we go over. And then we'll also be filming patron-exclusive content, which could be a wide array of things. And we may also meet up for impromptu sessions where, like when we did the science experiments and the recipes, when we reach the $50 per month milestone on our Patreon, we will be releasing more. We'll be releasing 4 science experiments, 2 games of Jenga, and a potential Q&A onto the Patreon for our patrons. If you have any questions or concerns that I have not brought up yet, as far as the restructure is concerned, please let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to clarify. Thank you for tuning into this video, and for now, keep reading.